Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to today's video. Today, we'll be talking about why you should never compromise your values for a woman. This is something that I wish I saw when I was younger. This would have instilled confidence and would have served as a blueprint in helping me grow up and navigate this world. This would have saved me countless heartbreaks, countless nights of feeling unloved and unwanted and feeling broken. When you're young, heartbreak fucking decimates your self-esteem. It still does as an adult. I wish I knew about standing by your beliefs and never compromising what is true in your heart, no matter what. Because a strong woman would never put you in a position where you have to compromise yourself and values just to accompany her. And this is something I wish I saw because it would have instilled the abundance mentality within me versus a scarcity mindset. I understand, when you're younger, you feel so lonely and you feel like you're worthless and no one has ever given you love. And the first girl that is somewhat pretty that gives you attention, and let's say you guys are completely non-compatible, but let's say you guys are sexually attracted, physically attracted, but let's say there's no emotional connection or necessarily spiritual connection. You're willing to sacrifice everything you believe in just to feel like you're not alone for the once in your life, to feel like you belong, to feel understood. But the issue is a short-term fix. While sacrificing your morals and beliefs when you're younger might work in the short term, might get you laid more, might keep you in this relationship with this woman, but long term it'll cause issues because you no longer have a backbone. You no longer know what you believe in. And what you have done is set a precedent of bending backwards for her. And you need to have a backbone. You need to be able to stand up and have boundaries. Men are defined by the strong boundaries that they enforce in this world. It's something that we are the foundation of the relationship. This is something my mother taught me from a very young age. She appreciated femininity, appreciated masculinity, and she very much respected that, respecting a strong man. And she understood the difficulties of trying to navigate your world as a young man in this world. She told me that the entire relationship, family, friends, whatever, you're the backbone of that. You're the pillar, you're the foundation. And you lead the initiative of what your life wants to look like. And the woman comes to you, right? And she supports the empire that you're building. And this is something that was instilled in me from Eastern culture and respecting your elders, right? Stuff like this. I remember when I was very, very young, when I was like 16, 17, for the first time in my life, there's a girl that liked me for once, right? And going that long without getting love from the world, you feel so desolate and alone. You feel like a social pariah. You truly believe you're unlovable. But she gave me just enough attention to keep me around, even though we were completely not compatible. And what happens, time goes on, as you grow up, you realize, why the hell am I even in this? And she doesn't respect you. Like, we had beliefs that were contradictory to each other. And what happens is, look, as a man, no matter what, for a woman, for your friends, whatever, you cannot give up your personal truth, what you believe is right in your morals, to give that up for the company of a woman. Like I said previously, a strong woman will never make you compromise your values. I'm not saying she won't expand your mind to different ideas and avenues of thought. Maybe she'll enlighten you further so you can grow together. But let's say the 4 principles that you truly believe in, whatever that is, you need to know that. For me, it's family. I love my mom and brother. I will never sacrifice them for a woman. If the woman I'm seeing tries to make me cut them out or limit my contact with them, I'll be like, go to hell, right? Like, they are the strongest things to me. All I had was my mom and brother growing up, and we've been through hell and back together. And I'd rather have them than any relationship that ever makes me want to compromise that relationship. Another thing is political ideology. Look, whatever you believe in, you're entitled to. But I'm proud to be American, right? I came from Vietnam and I immigrated to this country. I'm proud to be American. While America has a lot of flaws, I believe it's the greatest place on earth. And it gives us an opportunity and social mobility that's not possible in Asian countries or a lot of other countries. And also, I'm a firm believer of that. Another thing is, like, if she tries to make me give up my long-term goals of what I want, bedroom talks, my career, just to entertain her, right? I don't want her to take her career over me. Her career is not the priority over me, right? Look, I'm not saying you can't have a job. You can have a job, but I want to have kids one day. I don't want someone that's a workaholic working 100 hours just to try to compete with men in the workplace just to not have kids. I want someone that will be home with the kids when they grow up. I want someone who wants to be a mother, someone that appreciates femininity. My mom set a really good example of what femininity is for me. She came to this country with a 4th grade education, not speaking any English, and worked as a housekeeper and supported 2 boys without the support of my father. That is absolutely amazing. She's the strongest individual I know. But she appreciates masculinity in the role that men have, and that's something that she wished she was able to find and provide for my brother and I. But she helped guide me in developing what a strong masculine man is, and I'm really thankful for that. It's a belief in yourself that no matter what life throws at you, you'll be able to overcome. That you can't just run to mommy in times of trouble. You have full freedom over your life, but with full freedom, you have full responsibility of your actions. This is something that she taught me. And she taught me that, look, any woman that tries to make you go against the family or yourself is awful. It's temptation of the world. Look, she may be the prettiest damn thing you've ever seen, but if you're doing things you don't believe in, what happens? You're setting a pattern, you're setting a habit. And eventually you keep compromising on one issue and you compromise on another thing. I think it goes, if you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. And I truly believe that. And eventually, look, short term, you might be able to entertain this relationship just for a couple months longer, but that breakup's inevitable. It will come and it'll be harsh because it'll leave you at the side of the road with fucking nothing left. A part of your soul was taken and you felt like you've wasted all your time in this world. It's awful. After a breakup, you said, I've done this. I was lenient on this. I went against this belief. I started attending these marches. I started doing these things that I never agreed with. Right? I remember my ex-girlfriend called me one day during the election and was like, look, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, we're breaking up. And regardless of my beliefs at the time, I was like, hey, that's so fucked up to tell someone that you need to vote some way. And I was like, you know what? No, regardless of who I vote for, the fact that you bring it up in this manner really shows your maturity. I was like, I will not sacrifice my sense of being and freedom just to appease you. I was like, what gives you so much power? I think I caught her by surprise because I was like, look, no matter what, I still respect myself. And I know one day I will be able to find a better partner. And I'm glad I believed that because I ended up finding my fiance and now we're engaged. I'm super thankful for Hadley because I never once had to compromise my values for her. It's something that she supports every single step of the way. And it's nice to have someone on the same page instead of educating them, teaching them how to catch up. It's one thing of trying to find someone and go building them in the person you want. I think it's okay to guide someone in the direction that you want to grow in. And she's like, hey, get on this roller coaster with me or I'll find someone else. And that's a really healthy mentality because it's saying, look, if you want to go somewhere else in this world, go do that. But for me, this is where I want to go. And having someone that's already on board, I don't have to educate and fight all the time and quarrel. I think if you're on opposite spectrums of beliefs, it's going to be a shit show because eventually you want a teammate and you don't want to feel like you're on opposite teams. Look, you might be able to do it, but long-term, from my personal experience, you can't. So in lieu, guys, understand your beliefs and what you stand for and really write that down if you don't know what it is. Find out your mission and your purpose, and I feel like that's priority. Find something larger than yourself. Find something as a man you provide value to. Bedroom talks is my avenue of doing that. I would never sacrifice bedroom docs for someone because it's something that I like and I feel like I provide a ton of value and you guys seem to really like it. And I'm making this video as if I'm talking to myself when I'm younger. Hey, look, the world is fucking crazy. It is gnarly. It is arduous. It is burdensome. You will be tested beyond your personal beliefs. But understand why you're doing it and don't take the easy way out. There's a better partner out there that'll support your goals and have the same ideologies and beliefs, and you don't need to give that up. Someone who tries to make you give that up is not worth it. Maybe it's a test of the world, testing your masculine strength, but there's no point. And look, I may be completely entirely wrong on this idea, but there's a hell of a lot more people that's willing to support your vision than try to make you support theirs. And what happens is you find a great partner, your visions merge together and you're able to accomplish way more, and you can broaden your horizons and mindsets and skill sets, which is the beauty of it. But understand what loneliness does when you're young. I think never being loved in your life makes you do crazy things because eventually you believe you're unlovable. Look, if you can still love yourself despite everything the world throws at you, being tested beyond your personal capability, and holding steady and believing yourself and God, whatever you need to believe in, I think that's the beauty of it, is realizing that no matter what happens, you'll stand steady and calm and you won't sell out. And I think that's the beauty of becoming a man and learning. And I wish I learned this when I was younger. It would have saved me a hell of a lot more time. But it's hard when you're young. You don't know what you believe in. And the intoxication of femininity in women is quite alluring. But that fun is not worth ruining your life. So respect yourself, guys. As always, wish you guys the absolute best. If you want to talk further about this, please email me at bedroomtalksconsult@gmail.com. It's in the description below. If you want to see what I'm up to, follow me on Instagram at m.d20. As always, I wish you guys the absolute best. Namaste.